seriously, let's talk, man. Last project you did, I'm trying to think back. Was it Mountain Dew? The little in the warehouse thing? Was that the last thing?
Nike video you did recent, or like was it like a year ago maybe?
Well, both those things did happen.
Which one was the last one? I feel like the Mountain Dew thing, no?
Was it Modern Lines? I can't remember what happened, if it was Modern Lines, the Mountain Dew thing, or Trust Fall, the Nike video. Two very, very separate things.
Yeah,
sure.
Which one do you guys want to talk about first?
The roll-on front crook, dude. That was dope, dude. That was the last time. I think the last video part kind of you had, or like.
Yeah, and that was actually very last minute. Like someone got hurt. I forget who it was for the video, and about 6 months before the video was coming out, they were like, "Hey, can you film some stuff for the video?" And I was like, "Yeah, for sure." And like I just got in a groove and things were working out, so I actually had some stuff in there that I was really stoked on.
Was that roll on front crook, was that scarier than ollieing into a ledge to front crook?
Yeah, it was. How that kind of all worked out. So Ant was filming with Blake Carpenter, Donnie, and myself. Like we were kind of like his guys, and we were going out and doing these trips. But I had a street league in London, and I skated the street league, and I skated it like complete shit. And I was like, I don't want to be out in London just for that few days and just have this bad contest performance and just go home. So I hit up Scuba to extend my ticket, and I was like, "Hey, Jacob Harris is out here. He's swimming trust ball. You think like I could stay for a little longer and just skate with these guys out here?" And he was like, "Yeah, for sure. Let me hit him up." And they were like down to skate. And he was like, "I can't get you a hotel." And I was like, "Cool." And I hit up Chiron. Chiron was like, "Yeah, Sean, you could stay at my place." And I was like, "Sick." Chiron Davis. And I stayed with Chiron for, I don't know, 7 to 10 days and had a blast. Like had so much fun hanging with them. Their house is so sick. Their crew is so sick. And Jacob Harris was actually the one who was like, "Hey, Sean, I have this spot you can do a roll-on front crook at." And I was like, I've never done that before, but whatever. And like, I show up and I'm just like, I don't know about this. Like, I've never, like, this is weird, whatever. And then Casper Brooker did the roll-on 5-0 kickflip out.
Right? That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
So the spot is this roll-on ledge, and then there's a pub at the bottom, and people can sit outside.
But it's a 6 or 7 stair ledge, right?
Something like that.
I think it's taller than that.
It has to be taller.
It's like 8 or 9 or something.
Yeah.
I was going to say, or 10 maybe.
But Casper was like, "All I want to do is this trick. This is what I want to do today." We're like, "Cool." But he was like, "I cannot skate it if there's people sitting at the pub, like on the chairs." So we showed up and there's people drinking at the pub. Like it's London. Like,
sure,
people just do that all day long.
Yeah.
Like whatever. So we're like, it's not like, let's go to another spot. It's like, okay, let's just kick it and hang out and skate these ledges up top until they leave.
Oh, perfect.
So we were literally there for probably 7 hours.
Jeez.
Yeah. And like, so he would start trying it. And then like people would come out to sit like this party and be like, "All right, let's just wait till they leave." Right. And then we just kind of sit, hang out, talk, whatever. It was cool because it was like a plaza situation.
What is that?
And then,
is that you?
And then,
that was my phone.
Oh, sorry. Rogers has.
Damn it, Roger.
He was watching YouTube videos while we were talking.
It literally somehow
Yeah.
popped up.
Is my story that bad, Roger?
I thought it was great,
bad?
dude.
I'm loving it.
No, but the thing that I trip on is like, when you're in the groove of something, you start trying something, and just because somebody sits there, like I would feel like if I stopped trying it, that I'd fully get out of my groove, or I'd get sore. Like I'd want to keep trying it. That's so bizarre to me.
I thought that too.
You guys should just take
But
over
he
the
was
seats.
just like, he just doesn't like that visual. And
Sure.
he was just like, whatever.
I can understand
And like,
that.
I was like, I'll go talk to him. Maybe they can go inside for a little bit, like whatever. And he was like, no, let's just let them have their beers, hang out. And then I'm going to try it again when they leave. And so it was just a day of that. Mark Suchu was randomly there too.
Wow.
And we were skating with him. He did, even the ledge up top, he did that switch back nose blunt, kickflip out.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was same session. And then
Oh my God.
I got all fired up because we're all skating. So I was just starting to kind of like tinker with it. Just, we were there for so long. And then Casper did the 5-0 kickflip. We're all like, yeah, we're all psyched. And then we're all kind of, I'm like, you know what, let me just like start to slowly get in and then like just whatever. And then Jacob gave me a little push, you know how filmers do, Rob.
Sure.
So just get the camera out and get set up. And I was like, all
You
right,
never
well,
know.
I guess I'm gonna actually try this now. And it took me like probably like 30 to 45 minutes to actually get off the end of the ledge. And then I was like, okay, I got it. I think it was a few tries after that.
What was the scariest? Was getting on the scariest part, or
Or going
So-
fast.
yeah?
enough to do
What
it,
was
I think.
It wasn't, I mean,
Testing the
going
grind.
the speed, I like kind of figured it out, but there's like, so it's this wide up top, right? And then there's this
Oh.
piece of like
Glass.
plexiglass.
Yeah.
And it was really hard to not grab it because it's like, it was only like waist high. So even subconsciously, there's times when I grinded to the end and jumped off and I didn't even feel myself doing it. But when I checked the footage, I like touched it for a second.
oh,
So it was like visually, like just having that safety net, I felt like I had to do it. So it was just kind of hard to get my hands off it. And then I thought I was just going to roll on and it was going to go into a nose manual, hit the glass, and I was going
Ooh.
to flip backwards.
Yeah.
But thankfully, the ones I actually went for and kept my hands off the glass, like went off the end. So
mm.
it was just a trippy thing. And to be honest, I just was like, oh, it's kind of like a cool clip, but I didn't really think much of it at the time
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
because that same trip, I nollie flipped the gap.
Oh,
the
yeah. Holy
thing.
shit.
And that's something I wanted to do forever. Like,
Wait,
I was
which
like, I
gap?
want to do this trick.
The OG
the-
one. The one that Rick.
The one under the bridge.
Oh, meanwhile,
Meanwhile.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You all too.
exactly.
yeah.
So I had this vision in my head of nollie flipping the gap because I nollied it like a few months before on this trip. And
Well, we
like,
don't
so-
care about that. We want to talk about the switch crook. No,
I know. That's what happened, though.
that's what happened, right?
It's funny how that happens. I think so hard about this trick, and I'm like, this is what I want to do. I'm so psyched, and I did it. And then like I'm randomly at this spot, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm kind of like, whatever. I guess I'm here. I should just do this trick. Like I'm kind of bored. And then that's the trick that's like the one that everyone's like,
Well, it's out of
"Sick."
character.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
yeah.
is.
Because it's out of character, it's like it's memorable.
Well, it's like
Yeah, I mean, I just think it's funny.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever.
it's a trick that you do a lot, but it's also a new way of doing it, kind of reinventing it,
Yeah.
and it's also really gnarly.
It's gnarly, and you wouldn't
Yeah.
expect Malto to do
Roll
a
on in.
roll on and yeah, front crook especially.
I've never seen anyone do that before. Just
Yeah.
in general, really.
It looked good though.
Yeah, but I'm gonna give that one 100% credit to Jacob. He was like the guy. He was
He saw the
like, you
vision.
could roll on front crook. It would be sick, and I know how to film it. And I'm like, whatever, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. Shit. But
I just want to nollie flip the
And
gap.
then-
Yeah.
and then it worked out. So
That's amazing. Let's talk about the nollie flip though, since that was one thing that you really were psyched on. And I was amazed. How big is that thing? I've never been there. Have you been there, Raj?
Been there. I've been there with Malto.
Oh, you weren't there with Malto?
Not during
Yeah.
when we did, but
No.
before 4 trips.
How big is that thing?
It's like 10 feet.
it's I don't know. It's big, but it's not like huge. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like I was never scared of falling into the pit. I was just scared of hanging up. And the hardest part is the runway sucks.
Yeah.
So that's what makes everything hard about it. You kind of got to roll on this like little like Twinkie style thing and then carve in and carve around. But
Sure.
I was just psyched because Tom Penny supposedly nollie backside flipped it
What?
and no one filmed it.
No
and that's like the
way.
legend. Yeah, Tom Penny nollie backside flipped it. And I was
What? I never
That's
heard that.
sick.
That's crazy.
like, yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard that
It's
either.
The local
Local legend.
legend.
Wow.
So I was psyched to be able to skate at nollie.
Crazy. Why didn't you nollie backside flip it?
Because it's
ABD.
ABD. Isn't it funny that Tom Penny has done gnarlier tricks without the camera, like, than whatever's been done? You know what I mean?
Oh my god!
Like, I was like, I would be scared to nollie backside flip this thing, but nollie flip, you kind of keep your shoulders a little straight.
Is that a spot? Do people go there to skate it? Is there other shit to skate there? Like I said, I've never been there. All I know is that little gap. So
it is a spot, and it started just as a skate spot.
Okay.
But I think skaters skated it so much that the city was just like, we're just going to build a skate park on the edge of it too. Yeah. So it's like,
gotcha.
Now it's like a skate park and a spot that you can skate whenever you want. But it started out as just a spot.
So there's other obstacles there.
Yeah, there's like a whole other park at the end of it.
There is like a built out skate park.
Remember when Carol ollied over the fence into the street?
Wait, is it the PlayStation Park? Is that where it used to be?
No,
not that one.
No, that's different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Go watch the 4-star. Was it Gang of 4-star trip?
I think it was Gang of 4-star.
Yeah, we skated that park. In that.
Carol.
Lucas killed the hip.
It.
Oh, there's
Lucas
Gonzalo on the gap again.
Yeah.
Oh, he ollied over it again.
Was on that trip. That was sick.
He had like a fucking a fucking water ski or whatever it was board.
Oh my god.
He had some like
he
ridiculous
had this
board
big ass like board and he ripped. Isn't that fucking cool? We got to like go around Europe with Mark Gonzalez.
Yeah, and Spike.
Amazing. And Spike.
Yeah.
God, we are lucky.
Seriously.
Fuck.
Wow.
Damn, 4-star was dope, dude.